All right, everybody. Okay. So good morning, everybody. So to those of you who just entering into the Zoom, right? I just want you to take the attendance first. Okay, your name and ID student into the line group. Mhm. All right, anyone, I just want to check those of you who have to present English presentation for this class, just raise your hand for me, please. We can start at 9 o'clock, right? All right, so now I'm going to ask for the group presentation for today's class, topic number 1, right? Where is it? 114 136 664 671 and 688. Is that right? Topic number 1 here. And next is that 090 093 109 and then 121. It's correct. Just raise your hand for me, please. Right, if you're ready, you can share your screen here.
อาจารย์เห็นที่แชร์จอไหมคะ
สักครู่นะฮะ stop share okay good all right if you're ready 1 2 3 go
Okay, good morning, everyone, my friend and teacher. Today we will talk about the meeting. So, next slide, please. We start at definition according to the International Dictionary of Event Management by Goldblatt and Nelson. Meetings are defined as an assembly of individuals gathered to discuss in terms item of ensure interest of engaged in professional development through learning activity. However, for this chapter will be limited to cooperate meeting. Cooperate meeting are the coming together of two or more individuals from the same organization, but may come from different department, branch, or country. Next.
Next, the purpose of corporate meeting. The purpose is to increase employee comprehension of the company's direction or to provide an opportunity for employees from different branches or countries to interact and discuss issues.
Thank you, May. So next, let's move on to meeting value, taking a look at how the industry impacts on economics with quite specific numbers on the table. Firstly, these data compute the total volume and value of the global corporate meeting industry. This is because it's not easy to collect numerous amounts of information from thousands of venues, so it can cause the problem of unclear data showing up. It will happen in the variables such as meeting numbers, location, and budgets, which are combined with varying and unsure definitions. One of the statistics in 2009 recorded that half of the total number of MICE travelers in the US attended corporate meetings the most among other MICE types. As of that moment, the number of 1.2 million meetings and 107 million attendees occupied the MICE industry. Next page, please. Moreover, IAPCO, which is the International Association of Professional Congress Organizers, analyzed the changes in corporate meetings on its own. As you can see, the number of corporate meetings organized by them were raised from 1,154 to 3,454 meetings in 4 years since 2006. Needs of corporate meetings still had kept growing over that period as an essential income source for fostering the US in spite of the market situation having worsened. Next, Jihan will tell you industry trends and also stakeholders with useful tips. Jihan, please.
Thank you, Yuna. Now let's see our industry trends. Shifting roles in DMCs, they are divided into 3 points. Corporate meetings, including those required international travel, are not typically planned before. Companies are increasing delegating the planning and organizations of the business to outside planner. Companies are increasingly demanding a one-stop service as the corporate meeting and incentive tours are becoming more popular. Next slide, please. Now moving on to the next part, let's see some charts and explanation. Technology, cost saving, and green meetings, they are divided into parts of each other chart. Companies are using tools like web or video conferences and virtual meetings since they have been shown to cost-effective options. Energy conservation is another trend in the market, in addition to use technology to reduce meeting cost. Picking the sites will continue to take sustainability. Next slide, please. As you see the second chart, that the demand for facilities are increased because of the demand for green or environmental friendly meeting in 2001, the using of technology and greener projects in order to reduce the concern of world economy and global warming. Corporate meetings, which have held in sites very far from the destinations, will increasingly move to closer location. Next slide.
Okay, and then we will talk about corporate meeting categories. The first one is by objective. There are seminars, workshops, brainstorming, and panel forum. And the second one is separate form by geographic region. There are international corporate, regional corporate, national offshore, and domestic corporate. Third one is we separate by agenda. They are exclusive or management, stockholders, new product introduction, and department. And the last one is separate by type of corporation. They are private organization meeting and governmental organization meeting.
Next, I will talk about corporate meeting value in Thailand. So at this pie chart represent income corporate meeting or international organization holding a corporate meeting in Thailand. As you can see, in 2010, the corporate meeting industry in Thailand represent 20% of the total value earned by the MICE industry. Next slide, please. But number of business meetings conducted in Thailand from 2008 to 2010 increased on average 4.05% yearly, while the value increased on average 4.66% annually, despite the worldwide economic depression. Due to considerable rise in average expenditure per person that make overall value increase more quickly than numbers. Next.
Value chain. Value chain is a framework that is presented in the strategic meeting management process handbook (SMMP) that is developed by Meeting Professionals International (MPI). There are many types of value chain. So first is company intention to host a corporate meeting. Corporate meetings cannot happen without a company identifying a purpose to hold a meeting. And the purpose should include that they should complement overall company goals, and they should foster corporate strengths and help reduce the weaknesses. The last one, they should encourage staff to have more efficiency. Next is a travel management company. A company wishes to plan and organize support for a cooperating meeting from external service providers. And the first contact point is usually with TMCs. And the information needed usually includes contact information, meeting profile, other requirements, past experience, and also budget required. And the third one is destination management company. It can be expected to perform a range of services, for example, arranging accommodation or transportation to plan and provide activities following the meeting. The fourth type of value chains. The fourth one is hotels, transportation, and others. The contact point for hotels and other external services provider. It is usually the selected DMC who will handle tasks, for example, finding a venue, preparing meeting, or organizing food and beverages, along with planning the activities. A DMC will need to act as coordinator and administrator among third-party service providers while reporting to the TMC.
Now, this is the last topic of the presentation, is stakeholders in corporate meetings industry. The first one, let me see, it's involved by the organizations related to the corporate meeting industry. First, travel management company or TMZ. They're divided into two parts. For professionalism, provide system and support that enhance services. The second, understanding, ensure services offered are based on understanding. Destination management company or DMC. The first, specialize the location with full reference facilities is are provided. The second, understanding of a country's culture, traditional rules and regulations. Convention and Visitors Bureau or CVB. The first, provide support the MICE industry in country or city. Second, publicity runs and acts as a neutral facilitator. Third, provided range from monetary incentives and necessary information. Next slide, please. And the second part of the stakeholders are involved by associations. Let's see the first, International Association of Professional Congress Organizer or IAPCO. They are representing the extensive information, trends analysis, and training courses. The second, Meeting Professionals International or MPI. First, they build a rich global meetings and act a knowledge platform. Second, grant award that recognizing and positive impact. And the last one is Thailand Incentive and Convention Association or TICA. First, the concepts of destination management such as DMCs, PCOs, PEOs, or other part which in this. They promote the potential and capability of Thai MICEs with many important international trade shows. Thank you for your kind attention. If there are any mistake, we would like to apologize in advance. Thank you.
Thank you so much for a good presentation. Just send the PDF file to me, please, into the line group, right? What about next group? You can share the screen here. Okay, so for this class, we are going to, see and look at class number 4, right? So it's all about the convention, congress, and it's all about meeting, right? First of all, I'm going to let you do discussion part. Okay, just divide it into 8 group, right? Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. And then you can see from this kind of questions here, choose only one question. Again, right? Choose only one question out of 4 and try to discuss and let one of you or maybe 2 of you representative to present in front of the class here. Just sharing, right? The idea and information based on the PDF file. Okay. Understood? Is you understood? Type 1 for me, please. 1 for group 2. Okay. You can type here, right? If you only choose number 1, number 2, or number 3, 4 here. Yep. So the PDF file has been sent into the line group already, right? Okay, you can see the link. Class number 4. One for group 2, 2 for group 3, 4 for group 7. All right, just waiting for your friends first. And I'm going to let you prepare for 10 minutes here, right? And you're gonna ask, and we're gonna have like a 10-minute. It's not a 10-minute presentation, but I just want to make sure that everyone can share in a 10 or 20 minute here. Yeah. Again, just choose only one out of 4, right? So the first question is that it talks about the differences between, among meeting, convention, and congress, right? Okay, so you need to see the detailed information from convention and congress and try to discuss which one is the same or which one is different, okay? And the second question is that compare between past and present. So meaning that for a convention, this is the particular topic for today's class, right? March business on convention. Do you think it is different from the past time or present, and how this kind of thing develop in this day? Next is that mention future trend. It is important to talk about maybe AI, IT, or new trend, right? So you need a little bit more research on convention business here. And what will bring a benefit to the mines industry here? And the last question is that how technology bring benefits to my business in the future. So you need to, mention 1 or 2 or 3. For example, if you use some of social media or as a tool for technology, what will bring for the mines business, especially when it comes to convention, right? Or even tele communication, or even communication through online or via on-site online, things like that. So what will bring to the future here? Yep. Let me check. Let me see. 1 for 2. Group 2, group 3, group 7, 5, 8, and 4. Okay, done. I'm going to let you prepare for 10 minutes, right? So we can start or do a presentation at 9:30. It's okay? All right, it's time for all of you to share the idea for this kind of topic here. And when ready, just turn on the microphone and talk about what you are thinking about this.
Good morning, everyone. We are from Group 2. Today, we're gonna tell you about what are the difference of meeting, convention, and congress. Convention, gathering of delegate, representative, and members of a membership or industry organization convene for a common purpose.
And the Congress. The Congress is the regular coming together of large group of individuals, generally to discuss a particular subject. A Congress will often last several days and have several simultaneous sessions. It used in Europe for convention. Thank you.
Okay, just type done for me, please. Done.
อาจารย์กูโฟค่ะ
Mm-hmm.
We choose topic 4. How does technology bring benefits to my business in the future? So in our point of view, we think that technology can help my business to in the future in plenty of ways. For example, improving productivity and cost effectiveness through e-payments, automate attendee registration, business matching, and meeting scheduling, security, and virtual reality. It allows attendees to be the protagonists of the events, experiencing in the first person everything that happens. Meeting industry technology brings a coolness factor to that can draw attendees and enhance their experience, and also enabling meeting planners to work more effectively. And the outlook looks positive for continued growth. Thank you.
Good. Just type done for me, please. Group 4, right? Okay.
Group 8 ค่ะอาจารย์ We choose the first topic, the differences of meeting, convention, and congress. Meeting can be called at any time in any space available and are usually informal, a group of people getting together to discuss a subject. A conference is usually formal, will have an agenda and a program of activity plan. Some conference will be residential over a number of days, and the delegates will participate in team building and other activities. And a congress is a formal meeting of the representative of different countries, constituent state, organization, trade unions, political parties, or other groups. Thank you.
Okay, good. That's done for me, please.
From group number 5, our group shows how does the technology bring benefits to my business in the future. The my industry is one where on is meeting new edge enrich method and way of working and colliding with innovation and new ideas in today's marketplace. For the progression is technology and the cultural shifts which ensure as a result of these technology investments. Relationship between these two aspects is probably innovation forward. Technology makes plenty of service more efficient, and while this is carry a positive change, advancement also marks a point of no return. Any business that doesn't make the most technology to provide the most efficient and easy service risks becoming old-fashioned and obsolete. Technology and the expectation of consumer are bringing more transparency to the industry and more immediacy. In the mice industry, technology is enabling supply and demand to be directly in touch. Of course, there will always be a need for expert knowledge and experience, but technology is refreshing ideas regarding the area where this is necessary. Technology will be in placement in the mice sector in a plenty of ways and is already being used of great effect. Companies within this industry are taking great interest investing in app. Thank you.
All right, this done for me, please.
Next, group 6, please. We choose the third question. Mention on future trend of convention business and what will benefit to the mice industry. So it seems to be more hybrid conventions due to COVID-19 situation. Conventions were once considered entirely in-person events, but the pandemic forced all of us to look at a new design that is both safe and effective for everyone involved.
This new style of meeting include face-to-face and digital broadcasting of convention, conference, and other events. So the benefit to the mice industry, its adaptability and flexibility, like adapting for the needs of user. The page should be able to host varied event types. Thank you.
Okay, good. Done, right?
Group 3, please. So we are from group 3. We are going to talk about compare between past and present for convention business have developed this day. So convention in the past, convention grows in the number of ones restricted by travel distance and discretionary time. Moreover, focus on developing of large scale and heavy manufacturing, and compared to convention in nowadays, continuously gain popularity among developed and emerging countries alike. Many countries continue to seek to reap significant benefits and use convention as a tool to publicize a country in the eyes of foreigners. Thank you.
All right, good. Done. Task done for me, please, if you're done and speaking, right? Next.
Okay, group 7. And we got how does technology bring benefit to mass business in the future? The focus is on the modification of the space where the event takes place, which means to control the event type, process, architecture, learning, and design. This is key to provide both technology event a meeting point ought to be emerged in the most innovative and cutting-edge form.
For example, virtual reality, it allows attendees to be the main role of the event, experiencing in the first person everything that happens. And holograms, one of the most fashionable tools that allows to recreate through light any type of shape. Holographic are acclaimed in big events.
Lastly is interactive floor. This technology is usually used to attract an audience toward the image that appear on the floor and which transforms change as user walk on the surface. This tool makes the user experience exclusive and unique, providing an differential value of the event. Thank you.
All right. So everyone done, right? Done, yeah. And then come on, and we check. All right. Next.
Group 1 ค่ะ. 2 for the group 1. Compare between past and present for convention business have developed these days. So the past convention business focus on fixing issues with the previous meeting, causing delays in the meeting. As for the current convention business, it focuses on new strategies and recommend new things according to the current market.
All right. Thank you so much for everyone done for the first activity here. I just type done in order to make sure that you did this kind of participation with this class, okay? So just because for this week, I'm going to say that we are going to see something on convention, right? So for the first half, we have to like a little bit more discuss on this kind of trend or even the categories for the convention or even congress here that is related to mass industry. Yep. All right, so so this one is might be like for more information that I'm going to let you understand a bit more important aspect for a convention, right? Okay, basically, so we are going to see a positive side, right? That meeting industry is now more aware of. Let's say aware of this its impact, right, and legacy. And when it comes to talk about evolved industry, so we can think beyond itself. It is much better prepared to play an important supporting role to deal with today's global challenges. So we have to involve with this kind of trend, right? Especially when it comes to see something from the present time into the future, right? Okay, so apart from that, I can say that this year has been the year of restarting or reconnecting for the meeting industry. So convention might be beyond than a meeting, right? It's hard to believe that it's just, you know, a year goes from a variety of international in-person meeting is changed into the various way. Yep. So another part is that international meeting is common again, just because it's only the meeting industry. I'm confident that it will continue to be more successful, all right? And I think that it is a good start, right, to see some challenges or even difficulties here, and it might impact to the other sector too. Convention here, look at so the meeting industry first. So if you understood meeting industry, and we can see from lots of characteristic or even key initiative, right, from this kind of thing, right? Conventions might be a little bit more complicated than meeting, but it's kind of like you know, an important industry to see what happened next here. And also we have to see global challenges, right? For example, like climate changes, conflicts or economic uncertainty remaining top of mind. So convention might be a little bit changing or inconsistency a bit, just because we have to depend on the evaluation or even the industry that change from time to time. Also, the meeting will be a part of solving global challenges too. When it comes to talk about telecommunication or meeting in the different or distance way, so we need to see how can we come up or prepare this kind of thing together. Yep. This one is that evolution, right? ICCA Congress. Things like we have to see from a variety of aspects here, right? So for ICCA Congress 2022, is that focus on the sustainability, equity, diversity, and inclusion, or even legacy here. Good. So you can see like this is the most important thing for ICCA Global Association Meeting Protocol, right? Or even MMGY. Next factor. So this is kind of a trend or important aspect that you have to see the impact for a convention business here. That's it. All right. Another aspect we have to see is that, just because this one is kind of like it's not simple track alongside logistic or finance track, that we have to come up with kind of integration or even apply to each other, just because it's connect to each other in the meeting industry here. Next one that is that the Congress by shelving the international meeting industry. So let's say like it's all about like when it comes to connect with international association meeting, right? Possibly for now it changed to be more and more distant communication or telecommunication. So convention is kind of like a congress that we have to see meeting industry professional make a differences, right? And also the way that we have to make more and more interesting activity which can be organized with convention here. All right, so for this one is that partnership or even collaboration complementing initiative. Basically collaboration, it mainly focuses on ICCA, right? And also the way that we have to understand. So for initiative, for example, like Incredible Impact Program, Joining Initiative, grant program created by ICCA, Best City Global Ally, or even another example of association or collaboration to each other, right? The most important thing is that the largest result of Global Destination Sustainability Index. This one is a kind of like the most important thing when it comes to talk about convention or even a big meeting here. And also the way the improvement of destination and sustainability across the board, right? The largest since creation of the index. While index compare mainly European cities. So we have to see like lots of, a number of countries in the Europe, they're going to have like convention, and it's going to have like a good number of Australian or Canadian city here. Yep. Also, in particular of, Eastern city, especially in Bangkok, it is recognized that the most improved destination, right? And innovation around food poverty in the city received an award here. Also, the way that we have to see marketing award was the international convention. When it comes to focusing on the international convention, so we can see lots of things, lots of activities. For example, working on education or global event here. Also, the selection shine a light an important legacy that ensure that the process or protocol in place to identify and mitigate the risk of terrorist attack, meaning that we have to see like what is happening next, and the convention might be changed from time to time. So this is kind of thing that we have to, follow up or catch up this kind of thing together. Yep. All right, so you can see from the sustainable transformation, politics, and other disrupting fishing industry here. Yeah, so ICCA is the one of leading congress, and also the way that you have to, understand the platform, which can help association planners find appropriate destination here. So just focus on ICCA. It would be like the most important thing for the meeting and convention destination. And the last one is that, so you can see from the image continue focus on sustainability. According to this kind of IMAX, right, or IMAX announced that human nature is as a taking point for 2023. Okay, so this is an uptrending trend, right? Just because we are talking about the present time into the future. Also, it said that, following nature as a taking point for 2021 to 2022, right, past 1 year ago. And then rather than the theme of a company's show, I might say it uses our taking point as a framework for educating program and setting direction to a design team. Basically, it's all about like, convention or even a new meeting trend might be focusing on the sustainability. Just because it improved sense of direction came through in some of detail, right? And also, it can provide simplification of education session in variety of topics. And it might be fit into 4 categories here. The first one is that respect for people and planet, future self, event planner, or even innovation and creativity. So you can focus on here, right? Respect to us, to each other, people and planet, right? This world, this globe, future self, event planner, right? And then innovative and creativity. So 4 core focus here might serve the direction of sustainability here. Yeah. And also sustainability is this kind of trend that we are going to see, the progress or even development from time to time, right? Especially meeting industry here. While the progress is always encouraging to see, is also a report that acknowledge an uphill battle to industry faces when it comes to being truly sustainable. Okay, so just look back again for criteria that respect to each other, respect for people, planet, future self, planner, right? And innovative, also creativity. ก็สับมิดเทอมแล้วกันนะตัวนี้ And the last one for lecture is that continue for changes, right? Okay, again, so basically for the United Nations Climate Change Conference or COP27 here, gather politicians to agree on policies and adapt to impact of a climate change. Okay, so we are going to focus on climate change and leading up to event positive impact here. And not for-profit company focus on event sustainability, led a campaign encouraging event professional to become engagement enablers and join the UN-backed Race to Zero. So they try to connect to each other and try to initiate something for a collaboration or even decarbonize, try to save environment or even a global to be better, just because climate changes, right, happen from time to time. Yeah, also, this is a kind of campaign for a convention, net zero carbon event. This is a meeting initiative to address a climate launch to roadmap or event, right, industry, which focusing on roadmap of COP27 here. The goal for this one is that initiative review that 2 to 5 organizations have committed to publishing their organization pathway, right, to achieve net zero by 2050. This is the future trend for a convention, right? So we have to focus a bit just because when it comes to analyze some situation, so you can see like what are some examples to serve for the right direction here. Okay. However, there is a hope and a lesson learned forcefully through the COVID-19 pandemic. Is that right? So this one would be like the most important impact to the meeting industry. It might change a bit just because we have to see what happened next, and we can focus on more resilient or more aware of impact and legacy, meaning that environment, people respect to each other, or even like the creativity that I mentioned beforehand, right? This kind of thing might be changed for a future convention business here. That's it. นะคิวเราต่อแล้วกันนะครับ next so I just let you for the new trend, right? New trend for convention here. And you can see like lots of detail, you can review again and again, right? And I think this is one of example that you can, understand what we are talking about convention here. And looking back to discussion 4.2, just because we have to finish all of detail, right? In the PDF file from chapter 4 or class number 4. Choose only one out of 4 here, A, B, C, D, right? Okay, so the first one is that how many convention, categorization, and measurement for my business. Second, what will bring the benefit to convention industry in Thailand? So we have to focus on Thailand industry. Is that right? Also discuss on wage change and convention industry. This one might be a little bit more focused on profit or even income, right? That influx into the Thailand. And the last one is that explain the key stakeholders in convention industry. So just name, right? And then how important it is. Choose only one out of 4 and then try to discuss again, just because I think we can finish, all content here. And after break, we are going to do reflective writing. Yep. So I'm going to explain later. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let you prepare for 10 minutes, right? So we are going to start discussion on sharing the information again at 10 o'clock. Okay? All right. So if you're ready, you can choose and then talk.
Okay, teacher, I'm from group 6.
Mm-hmm.
We'll explain about how many convention categorization and measurement for my business. Conferences and congresses can be divided in 4 patterns. 1. By purpose. Congresses are usually to inform and reach conclusion for issue introduced. Communication and provide opportunity to debate different issues. Convention, on the other hand, are mainly here to organize, inform, motivate, communicate, debate, or vote. And 2. By number of participants. Conferences are usually smaller in nature when compared to convention and congresses.
3. By frequency. Conventions are usually held annually, whereby the Congress can be held annually, semi-annually, or even an ad hoc basis. Conference has established and fixed schedule with a frequency that vary depending on each association. And the last one, by type of attendee. ICCA has classified international into corporate and association. For the corporate meeting, international corporate meeting that has external, internal meeting and combination of both. And for the association meeting, there is an international association meeting that are grouped into government association and non-government association meeting. Thank you.
Good. Done.
Group 2 for next one ค่ะ
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what will bring the benefit to convention industry in Thailand? We come up with several factors. For number 1, strong tourism industry. Thailand is a very popular tourist destination and is very popular all around the world, which can attract large number of visitors to attend convention. Second, improve infrastructure, with investment in transportation, communication, and hospitality infrastructures. Thailand can provide a more convenient and efficient environment for convention. Third, diverse offering. Thailand offers a wide range of attractions from natural beauty and cultural landmarks to modern amenities and entertainment options, making it a very attractive destination for convention for the business meeting.
Mm-hmm. Done, right? Next.
There are more ค่ะ teacher.
Mm-hmm.
For government support, the Thai government has expressed support for the convention industry, providing funding and tax incentive for companies to host events in the country. 5. Experienced service providers. Thailand has a long history of hosting international events, and the country has developed a strong network of experienced service providers, including event planners, catering companies, and hotel chain. By addressing this factor, Thailand can continue to build a strong convention industry that attracts both domestic and international events and provide significant benefit to the local economy. Thank you ค่ะ
Mm-hmm. Done, please.
Group 4 ครับ
Mm-hmm.
ครับ What brings benefits to the convention industry in Thailand? Well, it boosts the local economy and also gives a greater tourist reputation to the city. First, collaborating with respective networks of domestic and international associations. Second, stimulating the economy and showing the country's potential and boosting tourism. Third, trading and investment liberalization and facilitation at the border, across the border, and behind the border. Fourth, reducing cost of cross-border trade to assist businesses in both economic and technical cooperation. Lastly, providing a public network to helpful for visitors to explore everything on the internet during their trip and make it easy to visit and stay in Thailand. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Just have done for me, please. Done. ครบหรือยัง All right, you have to finish. Okay, good.
Group 8 ค่ะ
Mhm.
Value change analysis is a strategy tool used to analyze internal firm activity. Value chain represents all the internal activity a firm engage into process goods and service. Value chain is form of primary activity that adds value to the final product directly and supports activity that add value indirectly. Thank you.
Mhm. Good. Done. Please. Next.
Group
Group
3
7
please
ก่อนเลย
Okay. So I'm going to talk about value chains in convention industry. Has many factors that significantly affect, such as human resource management, destination infrastructure, technology development, and procurement. An association can choose to organize the convention in-house or outsource. According to ICCA, there are 4 underlying decisions, starting with logistic criteria, financial criteria, internal association objectives, political and emotional factors. Regardless of the complexity of the bidding process, one bids from every destination are shortlisted and site inspection have been conducted. Thank you.
Mhm. Right. Done.
Group
Mhm.
5 please
Yep.
Okay, for about key stakeholder in convention industry, the first one, professional conference organizer, can be for main type. For first one, commercial PCO is the most basic and is simply company rendering convention organizing service with a goal of creating value for association and operating profit. And second, non-commercial PCO is convention organizer that does not charge for service. And the third one, singles PCO is individual providing consulting service for an association. And the fourth one, association management company, which have gained in popularity with association as it provide full cost saving operation service for an association. And
Mhm.
the first one and next one, convention and visitor bureau, and it is important as it direct and promote the development of the mine industry in the area. It represents 2 main role and responsibility. The first one, assisting and co-working with partner and association. The second one, contact between partner, revenue, and governmental authority for the Thailand, known as Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau. Also, intently promote and give it full support to local convention industry. And the last one, venue there are 3 types of venue. The first one, conference center, facility specially built to offer an atmosphere for people who meet to exchange idea. And second, convention center, facility for meeting and exposition without sleeping room. And finally, hotel facility provide sleeping room, meeting space, and function room, food and beverage. Next.
International associations play an important role in the convention industry for developing globally. ICCA aims to support international meetings by creating business opportunities and providing with knowledge for them. And MPI has two main objectives. One of them is to give opportunities for connections between marketplaces and players in the industry. And another one is in terms of education, aspects of education, which is like enhancing strategic decision making and quality service offerings of these professionals. And IAPCO, its main role is to promote standards of the industry by setting various kinds of programs for mainly members interaction. And CIC is to support the industry, sharing some information and ideas each other, which is helpful for industry importance. And also it engages members' professionalism via meeting. That's all. Thank you.
All right, the start done. Please, next.
Group 7 ค่ะ Issue number 8, Harmony Convention, Categorization and Measurement for a MICE business. Convention for categorization and measurement can be organized in 4 patterns. First is by purpose. The main goal of Congress are typically to inform, communicate, and offer platform for debating various problems. Conference is used to exchange information and make decisions. Convention is to plan, inform, inspire, communicate, debate, and vote. And second, by number of participants. Conferences are typically smaller than convention and congresses.
Number 3, by frequency. Conventions are usually held annually. Congresses can be held annually, semi-annually, or even a special event and occasion. Conferences have fixed schedule, but about the frequency is depend on each association. And the last one is by the type of attendees. ICCA has divided international into 2 parts, which are corporate and association. First, international corporate meetings such as internal and external meetings, and including the combination of both. Second, international association meetings are grouped into governmental association and non-governmental association meetings. Thank you.
There, the start done for me, please. Next. So everyone understand, right? Okay, so this is like a summary. I just want you to talk just because it's a kind of a part of, participation in this class, right? Just because we study online, so we have to talk a bit in order to make sure that you get something here. And also, I understand that every group done, right? Done. Just because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shall we break a bit for 15 minutes, okay?
ทุกวันครับ
Okay, Mac. Right.
Who's the key stakeholder in convention industry? First one is professional conference organizer or PCO. For main PCO is the first is a commercial PCO. Second is a non-commercial PCO render. Third one is a single PCO, and the fourth one is an association management company or AMC. Next is venue. There are three main type venue. First one is conference center. Second one is convention center, and third one is hotel. And convention and visitor bureau, it promote the development of the mine industry. Two main roles and responsibilities are co-working with planner and association. International association and international associations representing many areas within the convention industry are vital to its global development. International Congress and Conference Association or ICCA. The objective is to support international meeting via creating business opportunities, meeting professional international or MPI. It helps its member create a community, offer knowledge and idea platform opportunity to create relationship and marketplaces. International Association of Professional Congress Organizer or IAPCO to raise the standard of practice in service rendering. Convention Industry Council or CIC. CIC offers several programs to support the industry. Thank you.
Done, right? That's it for today's class. So every group done for this kind of activity together. Okay, together we are fine. All right. Shall we break a bit for 15 minutes just because would you like to break or just want to solo and then we can finish early? If you want to break, type 1. If you don't want to break, type 2. ให้เลือกก่อนนะครับ break กด 1 ไม่ break กด 2 ไม่ break นะครับ จะได้จบไวๆเก่งมากพิมพ์ 2 เข้ามาเลย All right, good. So for this one, right, it is a part of your midterm exam. I can say just because what you need to do is that so for today's class, I'm going to ask you to do individually. หมายถึงว่าต้องทำแต่ละคนส่งเข้าไปใน Google Classroom, right? All right, so reflective reading class for midterm exam, it might be possible on your midterm exam, right? So what you need to do is that just read from the link here first, okay? And then justify and evaluate the trend of my business industry here. And then what are the cause of changes? Both domestic and international level. So you can say from the Thailand industry or even international industry too. And then you can focus or discuss on the future trend or even effectiveness here, right? So the keyword here is that the trend of changes and then effectiveness of the kind of changes for my business, and you have to focus on in Thailand and international level. That's it, right? So you can finish it as a draft if and then just submit to me Google form, right, by the end of this class. And if you have any question, feel free to ask me. First of all, you need to read this one first, right? I'm going to let you read maybe 10 minutes, right? And then just draft first because you can write again with a high quality writing on the midterm exam. But here, I just want you to, let's say, short note or even make a bullet point here, right? So when it comes to for the midterm exam, you have to write at least 500 words. So it's a lot, right? So it might be not, like finish in time, but I just want you to draw. So let's say like a short note or even summarize what you learned from this kind of link. Okay? Do you understand? Yes or no? If you understood, just type yes for me, please. Yes นะ yes นะฮะFirst of all, read first and then try to summarize the bullet point and submit to me on a Google form first. It's not Google form, Google Classroom. And then we can finish a class, everything by 11, right? Okay, so you're gonna have like 20 minutes here. So you can finish at 11. That's it.ใครที่ยังไม่มี Google Classroom เดี๋ยวเราเข้าไปใน Line ก่อนสักครู่นี้อยู่ อันนี้ All right, to those of you who don't have any link or any classroom, right? For today class is individual work, right?
Excuse me,ค่ะ, teacher. May I have a Google Classroom code again?
Google code again, right? I just
Yeah.
sent to the Line group, so we need a code again. Wait a second.
Thank you. ค่ะ.
So everyone can see from the Line group, is that right? Invitation link, mice.
Yes, ค่ะ.
Okay, so everyone done, got it, right? Not sure. Nah. Okay, I send again. We can help to each other. All right, so I'm going to let you read because the class will finish at 11. So, but please read it first and then try to short note, try to give a bullet point what you learned from this block, and then make sure that you cover this kind of questions here.
อาจารย์ครับ อันนี้ต้องส่งในคาบเลยป่ะครับ
ใช่ครับก่อน11 โมง
ได้ครับได้ครับ
All right, everybody. So if you finish writing this kind of assignment, just submit into the Google Classroom, right? And I would say that we can finish a class just only this, and see you next week. Bye bye. ส่งเข้าไปใน Google Classroom นะครับภายในก่อนเที่ยงแล้วกันวันนี้